So some updated campaign finance data was released this week in South Carolina, and the numbers were absolutely disastrous for the Democratic Party. Now, bear in mind, when I say Democratic Party in South Carolina, I'm not referring to the half or more of the Republican Party, which are Democrats who just put an R by their names. I'm referring to the actual Democratic Party that actually admits to being Democrats and campaigns under that label. Now, there are two of those politicians running for governor of South Carolina in 2022, two credible Democrats running, former U.S. Congressman Joe Cunningham and State Senator Mia McLeod. Now, for the fourth quarter of 2020, both of these two candidates spent more money than they raised in their campaigns for governor. Now this is important because the race is this November and the primaries are this spring. So this is the point in the campaign where all of the candidates need to be adding to their bank accounts. Now, incumbent South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster did just that. McMaster raised $900,000 during the fourth quarter of 2020 and only spent around $300,000. So he banked more than $500,000, approximately $600,000 for his campaign. McMaster now has a whopping $2.9 million in the bank. Now, how did the Democrats do? Not well. Not well at all. Cunningham spent $428,000 more than McMaster, and he raised only $342,000. So he actually lost cash on hand. And again, this is terrible news because this is, again, part of the campaign where Cunningham should be raising money. Mia McLeod, same situation, although the numbers were much smaller. McLeod took in $83,000 during the fourth quarter, but spent $109,000. Again, that is not going to get it done by any stretch of the imagination. So McMaster basically padding his war chest, padding his advantage, Cunningham and McLeod losing money and doing it at a time where they desperately need to be building their cash reserves. In fact, entering the fourth quarter, McMaster had about a 4-1 lead on Cunningham in fundraising. At the end of that quarter, 7-1. 7-1. Now look, people, the Democrat's not going to beat a Republican in a statewide race in South Carolina right now under virtually any circumstance. But they're sure as heck not going to do it with that kind of fundraising deficit. So again, big fundraising news this week. Not reported on by the mainstream media, but you can get the scoop on it on FITSNews.com.